Hey everyone! Today, we're going to debunk 10 popular myths that most people believe, but which are actually completely false. You'll be surprised to learn how many things we take for granted that actually have no scientific basis. Let's get started. Myth 1. Humans only use 10% of their brains. The first myth we're debunking is the idea that humans only use 10% of their brains. This myth became popular thanks to movies and books, but in reality, it's complete nonsense. Scientists have long proven that the brain works at nearly 100%, with different areas activating depending on the task. For example, when you're reading, certain parts of the brain are active, while others are engaged when you're listening to music. So, if we only use 10%, we wouldn't even be able to walk or talk properly. Myth 2. Sugar causes hyperactivity in children. The second myth is that sugar makes kids hyperactive. Many parents are convinced that after eating sweets, their child becomes uncontrollable. But research shows that this isn't true. Hyperactivity is more likely related to the environment, like parties or celebrations, where kids are already excited. Sugar has nothing to do with it. Of course, this doesn't mean sugar is healthy, but it's not to blame for hyperactivity either. Myth 3. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. The third myth is that lightning never strikes the same place twice. In reality, lightning can strike the same spot multiple times, especially if it's a tall object, like a skyscraper or a tree. For example, the Empire State Building gets struck by lightning about 25 times a year. So, this is a myth that's long overdue for debunking. Myth 4. Hair and nails continue to grow after death. The fourth myth is that hair and nails keep growing after death. This sounds creepy, but it's actually an illusion. After death, the body loses moisture and the skin shrinks, creating the appearance that hair and nails have grown longer. In reality, growth stops immediately after death. Myth 5. There's no gravity in space. The fifth myth is that there's no gravity in space. In fact, gravity exists everywhere, even in space. It's just that objects in orbit are in a state of free fall, which creates the effect of weightlessness. But if there were no gravity, planets wouldn't orbit the sun. Myth 6. Chameleons change color to camouflage. The sixth myth is that chameleons change color to blend in with their surroundings. In reality, they do this mainly for communication, expressing emotions, or regulating body temperature. For example, bright colors can signal readiness to mate, while darker colors may indicate stress or aggression. Myth 7. The Great Wall of China is visible from space. The seventh myth is that the Great Wall of China is visible from space. In reality, it's practically impossible to see the wall with the naked eye from space, especially against the surrounding landscape. This myth dates back to the 18th century, but modern astronauts confirm it's not true. Myth 8. Bats are blind. The eighth myth is that bats are blind. In fact, they can see and quite well. They just use echolocation to hunt in the dark, but that doesn't mean they can't navigate using their vision. Myth 9. Water swirls in different directions in different hemispheres. The ninth myth is that water swirls in different directions in the northern and southern hemispheres due to the Coriolis effect. In reality, this effect is so weak that it's impossible to observe in a sink. The direction of the swirl depends on the shape of the sink and the movement of the water, not the hemisphere. Myth 10. Cats always land on their feet. And the final myth is that cats always land on their feet. While cats are indeed skilled at twisting their bodies in midair, this doesn't guarantee a safe landing every time. Factors like height, surface, and other conditions can affect the outcome. So don't test this myth on your pet. So, guys, which of these myths surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you don't miss new videos. See you next time.